Lately, I've had a lot of people asking me how to get more barnwood. And by the end of this video, you'll all have the answer to that question. What makes this resource so important is that it's necessary for quests, blueprints, and a ton of new craftables. Luckily, with the help of this video, you should find it quite easy to collect up to 240 barnwood in just under an hour. Before we get started, I'd like to mention that I'm a small full-time content creator, so every like on this video can make a tremendous difference for me. Consider subscribing for more Disney Dreamlight Valley and gaming content. If you would like to catch more of my content, you can find me live on Twitch Monday through Friday. Links to both my Twitch channel and Discord server can be found in the video description down below. And with that out of the way, let's get started. With the intro out of the way, the first thing we'll need to break down is exactly how barnwood spawns. Barnwood can be found in all 5 of the Wishing Alps regions, which include Delver Dale, Wishblossom Ranch, Silver Summit, Ranch Highlands, and Wishing Way. Unfortunately, each of these 5 regions can only spawn a total of 2 barnwood. So once both of these pieces are present, no more barnwood can spawn. Unlike other wood types found within Dreamlight Valley, barnwood does not spawn from trees, and will continue to spawn even if every tree and every bush are removed. Keep this in mind if you think removing some of your decor could make it easier for you to track down new forageables. Now let's get into the spawn rates. Sure, only 2 barnwood can spawn per Wishing Alps region, but fortunately, the developers made up for that by giving barnwood an incredibly generous respawn time. In my testing, I found that once both pieces of barnwood have been removed, a new piece will spawn in only 1 to 30 seconds. After one piece of barnwood spawns, the next piece will spawn in exactly 2 minutes. This means that 10 barnwood can be harvested from the Wishing Alps biomes every 2.5 minutes. If harvested quickly enough, that comes out to a total of 240 barnwood in just 60 minutes. Now, when it comes to harvesting barnwood quickly, that's ultimately what will determine how fast you can stockpile this new resource. Lucky for you, I'll be providing 2 extremely efficient collection methods. One utilizing ancient vacuums for those of you who own Rift in Time, and one utilizing the ideal horse route for players who do not own the Rift in Time expansion. We'll start with the ancient vacuum method. My first recommendation is to make sure you place your level 3 ancient vacuums directly beside your wishing wells for quick and easy access. If you don't have multiple ancient vacuums, consider favoriting one so you can quickly pull it from your inventory as you travel between biomes. Now for Silver Summit, Ranch Highlands, and Delver Dale, these biomes will be very easy, as just one level 3 ancient vacuum can clear the entire area. Unfortunately for our other 2 regions, it's a bit more complicated. The Wishblossom Ranch region will require 2 ancient vacuums, one in the primary ranch area where the wishing well is, and one up the hill to the left just past the stables. As for Wishing Way, this is easily the worst of all 5 spawn zones, as it's broken up into 4 separate sections: the entrance, the primary strip, the secondary strip, and the dock. For whatever reason, vacuums placed in these sections will only pick up what's present in these sections. So if you want to cover the whole region, you'll need 4 ancient vacuums. Alternatively, you could just use 2, one in the primary strip and one in the secondary strip. If neither of these locations have the 2 barnwood, you'll just need to manually check the pier or the western entrance. Now that you know how these spawns are all broken up, I'll show you a quick barnwood run using these vacuums. For my preferred route, I start in Silver Summit. From there, I fast travel to Ranch Highlands, and once Ranch Highlands is clear, I head to Delver Dale. With the 3 easy biomes out of the way, I then visit Wishblossom Ranch, using the vacuum closest to the wishing well, and if I don't get both pieces of barnwood, I'll head to the western side of the ranch to clear the second vacuum. Once Wishblossom Ranch is clear, I'll fast travel to Wishing Way. My well is placed on the eastern side of the region, allowing me to easily clear 3 out of 4 of the spawn locations. If I'm lucky enough, both Barnwood will be split between these 3 areas. If I'm unlucky, I'll have to ride out to the biome's western entrance to collect the last of the Barnwood. With that, the route is complete. And if you manage to do all of this in under 2.5 minutes, you can use whatever time remains claiming additional forageables from places like Pixie Acres or Glamour Gulch. Once 2.5 minutes have passed since you collected from the first vacuum, you can head back to Silver Summit and repeat the entire process. Now that you know the vacuum technique, let's discuss the alternative option. Of course, your goal here is to collect the Barnwood as quickly as possible, so this method is best from horseback. Before discussing the route, it's important for me to mention that Barnwood can sometimes spawn right on top of buildings, bushes, and other decor. So if you're using the horseback method, it may be best to do this before heavily decorating. The emptier your biomes are, the easier this will be. Start from Delver Dale, and once you've cleared the area, take the path east to Wishing Way. Once in Wishing Way, search for more Barnwood as you make your way down to the fishing dock. After clearing the dock, head to the northern portion of Wishing Way and begin traveling west. Once you reach Wishblossom Ranch, clear the main area around the stables, and then head south across the bridge. Clear this patch of land, and then make your way to the western region of Wishblossom Ranch. Now head up the hill and across the bridge that takes you into Silver Summit. And with Silver Summit complete, continue heading east and wrap things up in the Ranch Highlands. Odds are, by the time you finish this route, the 2.5 minutes are nearly up, so if you'd like, you can travel back to Delver Dale and repeat this route as many times as you'd like, or at least until you're satisfied with how much Barnwood you've collected. With that, we've covered everything you need to know to stockpile all the Barnwood you could ever need. So, which of these 2 methods will you be using? Are there any other resources you may like to see a guide for? Let me know in the comments below. If you found today's video helpful, informative, or simply entertaining, please do me a very big favor and press that like button. Also, consider subscribing for more Disney Dreamlight Valley and gaming content. If you'd like to catch more of my content, you can find me live on Twitch, Monday through Friday. Links to both my Twitch channel and Discord server can be found in the video description down below. As always, thank you so much for your time today, and I hope you enjoy your adventures in Wishblossom Ranch.